What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know we get it in. Tas, tas, tas. But before we get it in, let's get to this Superwood intro, brother. Brother.
Brother, 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 brother.
Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I highly appreciate your support, man. Thank you. I'm very humbled by it. Are you ready, brothers? Hey, how about a Wood got at me the other day and he was like, "We don't all talk like that, brother." I was like, "Oh, is that for real?" Right? No, it's for fakes. Now trip out on it, right? I want to let you know all stories are based upon my reflection of what's going on and what the story was at that time, right? There might be some tapatio in a little bit of the story, but eat it. It tastes good, right? Anyways, let's go. Let's move on from there, right? And I will tell you, right, that Roach is a real person, was a real person, has always been a real person. And that was my homeboy, brother, right? And one of my good friends, man, he passed away, and it is what it is, right? But I'll tell you right now, brother, we have a lot of good stories together, and we're going to get into one. Blackbeards is the place for fun. If you're from the Central Valley, you remember that commercial, right? And I'm not going to lie. I used to watch that commercial as a kid, like, man, I want to go to Mom, right? I want to go to Blackbeards. She said, yeah, well, check it out, mijo. In about 3 years, you're going to grow a fucking Blackbeard. And when it gets gray, put some Just for Men, and then it'll be a Blackbeard. Yeah, have some fun. As a kid, we never went to water parks. We didn't get to do that shit. Mom's was on welfare. We was barely able to go to McDonald's. Our highlight, where most kids, it's like, oh, I went to Disneyland. Oh, I went to Great America. Oh, I went to Universal Studios. Shit. My mom got Universal on our ass in the studio if we acted stupid, right? Our highlight of our life was going to McDonald's once a month. 29-cent cheeseburgers, right up. Like, Happy Meal? Motherfucker, the unhappy meal. Okay, you get a 29-cent cheeseburger and you guys got to share a medium fry. If you're lucky. That was our highlight of our life. But as I grew older, kind of like on some Mike Jack shit, right? You want to experience the things that you never experienced that when you were a kid. Motherfucker, I didn't know who Peter Pan was until I got older. Like, oh shit, I thought that was Michael Jackson, right? I just never knew. So anyways, when I got older, I always wanted to take my children, take the chick I was with at the time, whoever, to experience the things that I always wanted to experience. I would make it like it was like a family vacation. Hey, you guys want to go to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk and shit, eh? Right? They're like, yeah, hell yeah, we want to go to Santa Cruz Beach. Really? I wanted to go to that motherfucker. So I seen there was a gang of Sur gang, Southsiders, and then I didn't want to go to that motherfucker, right? I went one time with the homies when I got out of YA, man, and we had a straight war. Straight up, one of the biggest wars I ever been in, right there on the beach boardwalk in Santa Cruz with the upstaters. And I ain't gonna lie, them motherfuckers gave us a little bit of the business. We had to double back on them, right? I've told that story before. Anyways, places like that I didn't get to experience as a young kid, when I got older, it was like, we're going to do that. So one day I'm chilling at Roach's house, right? And his mom was in a fantastic mood. She was like, hey, look, it's the Mexican. I was like, hey, what's up? She was like, we're getting ready to go to Oklahoma. We're going to go visit some family of mine. They're all Cherokee Indian. I'm like, is that right, Wood? Brother, look, brother, right? I don't know what the fuck they are, but they wear beads. And, hey, and they got money. I was like, I didn't know Cherokees got money like that. I know that the Pomos and the Yaqui Indians and all that got. Brother, listen, every time we go over there, they got the biggest RV I ever seen. And there ain't no smoke billowing out of it. So it's not contaminated, right? There's no E, there's no I, and there's no R in that motherfucking mobile home, right? I said, man, that motherfucking, I bet you it's built out of red phosphorus. It should be, but it isn't, brother, right? So his mom's getting all ready, and he was like, brother, I'm trying to get out of it. Invite me somewhere. I was like, I don't know, bro. Right? He was like, brother, just make an excuse. My mom knows that I come before her. I said, just tell her. Okay, I don't have the heart to do that. I said, okay, I'll tell her. So I said, hey, and I remembered all of a sudden that commercial came in my head. Blackbeards is the place for fun. I was like, hey, what's up? She was like, hey, what's up? We're getting ready. She was never that nice to me. Believe me, her meatloaf sucked. She was just never that nice to me. And she knew because I told her. So I was like, hey, I came to pick Roach up. We're jamming. And she was like, well, we're leaving Oklahoma. We're going to be gone for a week. I said, no. Me and Roach already made plans. We're going to Blackbeards. It's a place for fun. She's like, what is that? I said, it's a water park out there towards Fresno and shit. So she was like, I don't know. He doesn't do good in places without me. Man, this motherfucker's a man with you. Let me take him, right? So she was like, I don't know if you want to go. Donald, I don't know, right? He was like, listen, motherfucker, right? I can't let the homie down. You know how I am about the homies, right? She's like, but he's Mexican. Yeah, well, he looks white, so fuck it. Isn't he German or something? Right? So, anyways, he jumps in the whip. We go to my house, and we're kicking back, man. And at that time, they had a Super Nintendo. You guys remember Super Nintendo? And Street Fighter 2 had came out, and I'm sitting there playing Street Fighter 2, and he's sitting there. He's like, brother, can I smoke in your bathroom? I said, no, if you're going to smoke cigarettes, smoke on the porch. No, brother, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm going to smoke, I don't want no wind to like blow. I said, no, bro, we don't get down like that over here. I know you don't, but I do is what I'm asking. Look, bro, let's just be cut and dry. Can I smoke some shit in your bathroom? I said, bro, you can't go without. No, I really can't. I'm like, go ahead, man. Go do what you do. He's like, brother, if it wakes you up, then that's a plus. That's a 2-for-1, brother. Right? So I'm like, go do what you got to do. So he's getting a smoke on in the bathroom. I'm not really tripping, right? And I'm sitting there, and I remember I was stuck on Street Fighter 2. That shit, it hadn't just came out. That shit came out a long time ago, right? But it just came out to me because I finally could afford to get one. Found it at a yard sale, the Super Nintendo, which is a come up, right? With the game Street Fighter 2, so it was new to me, and that's what mattered to me. So he comes out, he's like, brother, why are you playing that Asian bullshit? The ding, 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 ding. I said, oh, this is Street Fighter. I said, there's a white guy. Want to watch me kick his ass? His name's Guyo. Watch Sonic Boom, right? He's like, brother, what are we going to do? I said, what do you mean, what are we going to do? We're going to chill. I got you up out of fucking going to Oklahoma. We're going to go back to your pad and chill. You can smoke all you want in your fucking garage. And I could fucking put some salt and pepper on your mom's beat up meatloaf. Let's go, right? He's like, no, brother, you told my mom we were going to go. What's that place? Blackbeard's. It's a place for fun. I said, oh, that's a water park, bro. He's like, well, let's go. I said, you really want to go to that shit? He said, yeah, brother. I said, I ain't never been there, bro. I've been to Clovis Lakes and shit. I ain't never been to Blackbeard's. He's like, well, let's head on up there, brother. Just take me by my house to get some swimming trunks. Look, have you ever seen a white man swimming trunks? Yeah, they don't wear the ones like I'm wearing right now. You know, the ones that are thin with the little fucking thing that grips your balls. They're not wearing that. It has like a little net for your shit. I always hate it because I have to stick my shit outside of the net. But you know what I mean? It just swims on its own. My shit be doing the backstroke by itself. My shit's doing the. Look, he didn't have those type of swimming trunks. I thought like, and I was like, hey, I got a pair. Brother, those are gonna fit me. Those. What do you wear? Size 40? I said, I wear size 38. Oh, brother, yeah, fat ass. I wear size 31, slim. So I'm like, all right, you're wearing fucking skinny jeans. Mark my words. That's exactly what they were. So we pull up to his house. This motherfucker, look, for being as gangster, having prison stabbings, super wood, fucking brother, I don't give a fuck about black people. Free Chug the Builder. For that motherfucker right there, right, to be like that, this motherfucker jumped off the car like this, like the dude from Menace to Society, walking like that and shit, right? Gets in his mom's station wagon is loaded and gone. She's been gone, man. She took one of his homeboys with her so that he can get her high the whole way there, right? So he literally, for reals. So he jumps off, climbs through the front window, which is left slightly cracked. Fool comes in there, goes in there, and he's in there for like a half hour. I'm waiting in the car bumping. You know when you're bumping, you're in there, don't disturb this groove. I'm chilling. I'm not paying attention to exactly what the fuck is going on in the house and what the timeline is. So time is starting to leak. I'm like, hey, what the fuck is going on? And I had to take a masa. So I knock on his window, ding, 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 which is usually wide open, but he has it closed. That motherfucker's in there smoking like a motherfucker. And I was like, hey, bro. He's like, brother, it's different. I can smoke in the house. My mom's not here. I'll just air it out before she gets here. She likes it anyways. I was like, yeah, we know. I've seen her. Believe me, I've seen her when you weren't here. It's crazy for her. Anyways, so I was like, hey, bro, can I use the bathroom? His house is like opposite. You know, usually like people, you go to their house, you smoke in the bathroom and you can chill in the living room. In his house, they smoke in the living room, but you can chill in the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, I handle my business. I'm like, all right, bro, we're going to go. He's like, wait up, brother. You brought me here for something. I said, yeah, it was for some shorts. That's right, bro. I don't got any. I said, I thought you had swimming trunks. Brother, I'm a white man. Do I look like I swim? I said, well, most white men do, but not this white man. What are we going to do, brother? I said, well, I told you I had swimming trunks, but those aren't going to fit me, brother. They're always all stretched out in the scrotum area. I said, yeah, they be like that sometimes. Anyways, bro, I'm Mexican. I'm blessed. I think I'm part black. Look at my beard. Anyways, what'd you say, brother? Nothing. So he's like, hey, take me to the dollar store. I said, bro, they're not going to have swim trunks at the fucking dollar store. So this fool takes a pair of skinny jeans. Literally. Well, they're not skinny, but he's skinny and they suck to his legs. Straight old school Levi's. Old school acid wash Levi's. And cuts them. One leg all chueco, the one's all fucked up, strings all hanging out of him. You know, the old school shit. Puts them on. He's like, brother, how do those look? I said, you look like Boy George. Well, time won't give me time, brother. Let's go. So we jump in the whip. He was like, brother, you want to take your car or you take mine? I said, well, we're already in mine. Yeah, brother, but it's tacky. I said, bro, it's a Honda Accord on D's. What the fuck you mean it's tacky? Exactly, on D's. They're going to think we're gangbangers. I said, well, bro, you're a fucking wood. You be banging in prison. But I'm not in prison, am I? I said, but you're doing the same thing you were doing there. I am getting high. Yeah, that's what I was doing there. Let's just take your car. So we drive, right? This motherfucker got some fucked up ass shorts, and I'm embarrassed. I'm like, damn, man. So I swing by the homeboy Shark's house. Sharky comes out. He's looking all tired, and she's just waking up. It's like 3 PM. What's up, carnal? I'm like, hey, bro, you want to go to Blackbeard's? He was like, nah, bro, I don't fuck with black dudes with beards and shit. I said, no, Blackbeard's. It's the place for fun. He said, I remember that commercial. Hey, that one used to come up right after Go See Cow, Go See Cow, Go See Cow, when they used to sell cars and shit with elephants. I said, yeah, that's the one. Fuck it, eh? When are you guys going? I said, right now. I don't got no swim shorts. Roach is like, just cut him like I did. He's got one knee bone sticking out and one calf. I'm like, he's like, oh, man, you brought this crazy white dude. I said, let's just go, bro, just in case he gets tricky over there. He's like, all right, brother, you want me to get a strap or what? I said, whatever, let's just go. So he jumps in. His motherfucker's wearing Ben Davis's. He's like, I'll cut him when I get there. I don't know what he expected to cut him with. These motherfuckers think like I automatically just roll around with a pair of scissors in my whip. Like you're liable to find a roach with roach more than you're able to find. And when I say roach, I mean any type of different roach. But you're more able to find one of those than you're going to find some fucking scissors in my whip. You motherfuckers found scissors in my whip. I don't know what happened. Brother, remember that one time I was trimming over there at your primos? I fucking stuck them right here in the car. Meanwhile, I'm riding around all Merced with a motherfucking pair of scissors with hella resin on. I didn't know. You know what I mean? And the homeboys over there doing back of the scrape. They could have did a blunt. Anyways, so we get to Blackbeard's. Now, mind you, I never been to this water park. It's dope. Or it was dope. I don't even know if it's still open. I haven't heard about it in years. And so we pull up there, right? And Roach jumps off the car. Let me stretch, brother. Is there anywhere to smoke? I want to smoke. Can I smoke? Sharky's like, yeah, I'll smoke with you. I'm like, yeah, he don't smoke Frajos or Yesca, bro. He's like, I know what he smokes. I kick it with Roach when you're not there. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you guys, man? Why can't you guys just go down the water slide sober? Well, what's the fun in that, brother? Fucking listen to this Mexican. I know you're Mexican too, but don't mind it. That's just me being racial, right? But let's go down a fucking water slide sober. He got the game fucked up. That's a cool water. That one's black. I don't go down that one. I only go down white water slides and sometimes blue for the Sud gang, right? So we're walking through that motherfucker. We pay, we get in. I pay for everyone. We get in, and people are looking at Roach crazy. Now is he a tweet? He's just spun. Bro, that looks fun right there. They got corn dogs. I don't eat corn dogs, but they got them. They got them. Cotton candy. I want some of that. Move, little fucker. Right? He's pushing kids out the way. This dude's crazy. I'm like, relax, bro, relax. So we're mobbing through that motherfucker, right? And later on, just to let you guys know, I will be doing a super Uso, but an Uso plays an intricate part into the disintegration of fucking Roach's fucking head in this one, right? I'm not going to talk about Roach losing his teeth. By this point, he had already lost many of his teeth, right? But I think 1 or 2 of them got jammed in his jaw. So look, we're walking through that motherfucker. We start going down the water side. We're having fun. Shirts off, weather got birds thrown, wood, super wood, 23, all that. We're just having fun. And no one's bothering us. We see some gang members there. They're not looking our way. They're with their families. Like, this is more family fun. And it was cool. And I started getting into the groove, man, like a motherfucking Madonna song, because I'm enjoying the fact that I never went here and like I'd only seen the commercials. And when you hear the commercials of something and it lives up to his expectations, I'm like, man, this is cool. Blackbeard's is the place for fun. I'm having a Mandela effect and shit right now. And so I'm having fun. I'm doing my thing. And Roach comes up to me. He's like, hey, brother, I want to smoke in the bathroom, but there's a whole bunch of fucking Samoans hanging out there. I said, well, go do your thing. No, brother, I lit it. And they were like, hey, brah, don't do that, brah. I was like, oh, well, don't even trip, fool. You're doing your thing, man. Fuck that, man. And how the fuck did you sneak that in? Brother, come on, in my asshole. How do you think? Shout out Wes Watson and Chud the Builder. So I'm like, oh, no, right? Because Chud's going to have a lot in his in a little while. Anyway, so I'm like, I'll walk over there with you. I'll keep posted. He's like, yeah, you keep posting. So I'm waiting right there, and I see a couple Usos, like Samoans, but they're like with their kids, and they don't look like they're gonna harm a fly. They look like they'll squash a fly, but not that they'll harm one. You know what I'm saying? Like dudes that are just minding their own business. They see me, hey, what's up, brother? Hey, what's up, Sole? They're like, oh, you know Samoan, and that's how you know when they're real Usos. They don't say Samoan, they say Samoan. Oh, you know Samoan? I'm like, yeah, I got someone. So I start talking about Pretty Lion, the homeboy Lion. I start talking about some of the Usos I ran into. Look, I get along with everybody other than on YouTube, right? I get along with everybody. Like, I'm cool. So we're chopping up. So Roach is in there, and there's like, the way these bathrooms are, there's like not windows, but like a screen mesh thing up top. You could see smoke build. This motherfucker's blowing clouds, right? We done lost Sharky by the cotton candy. He's getting in arguments with little kids, right? They're beating on him. And we're over there, and he's puffing away, and the Samoan goes, hey, man. He yells, hey, bro, get the fuck out of there. My kids got to use the bathroom, right? And I'm like, hey, bro, that's my homeboy, man. He's just smoking a cigarette. He doesn't want to smoke around children and shit right there. They're like, nah, bro, we know what it is. And I'm like, oh, and then if you know what it is, don't even trip. They're like, no, fuck that, man. I told that dude one time already. He don't fucking listen. So I said, well, let me talk to him. Let me talk to him, Moose. You know what I mean? That's how you got to talk to Usos, because they fucking crazy. Let me talk to him, Moose. With all respect, please, can I talk to him, Moose, before you choke him to death, literally? So I go in there, right? And I'm like, Roach, and he's on a sick one. He's down there licking the stall. He's like, brother, I'm trying to carve my name into it. It's going to say wood. I'm like, no, let's go, bro. Let's go on a water slide or something. Get that shit out of your system. The Usos are tripping. So he's like, bro, I don't give a fuck about no Usos. There's a window right there. They can hear the whole conversation. I'm being loud. He's being louder. He's like, bro, you think I give a, they're damn near black. I don't care about that. That was it. Stall burst open like fucking Michael Myers in that new fucking Halloween, right? Boom. I felt bad. Like, oh, what up, Moose? Right. I was ready to get off where I was mad at till I seen how big his arms were. Then I said, I just got deflated. Like, you're on your own, bro. Fuck it. I'm boxing on my own. You're on your own. This motherfucker got choked. He was in that stall like, brother, wait up. I got, just loosen it just a little bit. Okay, tighten it again. Hey, he got slid around that motherfucker. Look, he got slid more in that bathroom than he slid down a motherfucking water slide at a water slide park. It was horrendous. Hey, this motherfucker left with two, never got punched. Look, God is my witness. How the fuck do you get black eyes and you never got punched? That's how strong Usos are. They done choked Superwood to the point that he got two black eyes. He hemorrhaged. That motherfucker, he was in trouble, right? Hey, Sharky walked by him. I get out of the bathroom, right? Because, you know, you got to leave a white man to his own devices sometimes. And I'm out like looking for help. Security. I'm doing the Tommy gun. Security, help me. Soul gang, right? And I'm looking for any type of help I can get. I'm trying to pick up a palm tree, like whatever I can get. One of those fucking, you know, the little floaty things that they have, like the floater sticks that the kids float on. Whatever. This big Uso is in here choking my brother to death, right? And I say brother loosely, because he was white when he wanted to be, right? So anyways, as I'm out there, Sharky walks up. What's going on, bro? I said, hey, look, what I never knew, and I finally found out, Sharky got families that are Usos. I always said, because he's short and ugly, I always thought he looked a little Islanderish, right? And I'm not going to say anything in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying he looked a little Islanderish. Sometimes his hair was booyah'd out. That fool went in there and started speaking full Samoan, right? He was like, right? He said whatever he had to say. That motherfucker was like, hey, what's up, brother? Right? And everything. And Roach was able to scraggle his way up out of there. Hey, pant leg ripped off more. That motherfucker was wearing a Daisy Duke on one side, and he looked like a cholo on the other side. Like, if he turned this way, he looked like Soul Gang. If he turned this way, he looked like, ooh, no gang. Right? It was all bad. And so, hey, we end up leaving Blackbeard. Blackbeards. Roach got his salad tossed. I'll tell you that right now, man. That motherfuckers, they ate his shrimp. It was all bad. He was like, brother, you said Blackbeards was a place for fun. I didn't have no fun. Pull over right here at the Exxon. I'm going to smoke. No matter what we did, man, that fool was going to smoke. I remember, and we got back. And Hurley came over, right? And I was telling him, he was like, brother, it didn't go down like this. This is the way it went down. This motherfucker full-blown lied. You think I tell stories? Fuck, man. At least mine are half true. This motherfucker shit was full-blown, like I was right there. He's like, so the way it went down, brother, was I was smoking. You know me. I got to get my smoke on. Ain't no one going to disturb my smoking. Period, right? So I'm smoking. There's a big Uso taking shit next to me, right? And it stinks. So I tell him, it stinks, brother. And so he says, I'm sorry. He apologizes. So I go over and start choking the shit out of him because it stinks that bad. And then his friend came in and they jumped me. And that's how I got these two black eyes, brother. I do not remember Uso taking the shit, but maybe it's his story. Maybe I live in the Matrix. Sometimes I tell stories on here. People like you said this when I said that. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It was his story. I let him tell it. Anyways, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed that story, man, we got plenty more Super Woods. We got the all new and improved Super Norteño coming up. Also, some Super Usos. We got a little bit of everything right here on the channel. Remember, man, Don't take it to heart. Oh, Gunner's a liar, all this, and that. Hey, man, enjoy the stories. They're just for entertainment. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. Brother.